Do you remember that overwhelming feeling when you first heard Benson Boone on American Idol Season 19? When it truly felt like we were witnessing the birth of the next big winner, only for him to suddenly disappear overnight and leave millions of fans with unanswered questions about whether it was a terrible mistake or the pivotal decision that changed his life forever. Because today we uncover the surprising and mysterious journey of Benson Boone, a young artist from the small town of Monroe, Washington, who stepped onto the American Idol stage with confident eyes and a radiant smile, sat at the piano during his audition, and performed Punchline by Aidan Martin with such raw emotion that the entire room fell silent, as if he wasn't just singing but telling a deeply personal story through every note and every word, leaving judges Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan visibly stunned, with Katy Perry jumping to her feet to say, "I see you winning American Idol if you want to," Lionel Richie calling him a natural talent whose voice felt like a gift from above, and Luke Bryan smiling widely as he said Benson had a real gift any artist would dream of, all three agreeing to give him a golden ticket that opened the door to Hollywood Week and made it feel like the birth of a new star, especially when Benson made it into the top 24, an impressive achievement for someone who had only been singing for about a year, proving that raw talent and passion could truly go a long way. Yet just when everyone expected him to shine in the live rounds, Benson vanished without explanation. None of his Hollywood Week performances aired, and American Idol offered no official reason for his absence, sparking intense speculation across social media where some fans believed he had been eliminated while others sensed something far more unusual, until the truth finally emerged that Benson Boone had voluntarily withdrawn from American Idol, a tough decision that reflected his bold personality and long-term vision, as he later explained on the Zach Sang show that he didn't want people to know him just because of American Idol, that he wanted to be Benson Boone, the guy who writes hits and is loved for his music, understanding that while the show could bring instant fame, it might also trap him in the label of a reality show contestant, limiting his artistic identity, so he chose to shape his own path, tell his own story through songs he had written himself, and avoid being confined by an image he didn't create, a decision made after deep conversations with his family who were initially confused because American Idol was a rare dream opportunity, but ultimately came to understand and support his determination despite the uncertainty ahead, especially since Benson had always been a risk-taker, from cliff diving in his hometown to skating down steep roads, making his departure from the show one of the biggest gambles of his life, yet one he believed was necessary to become the best version of himself, a courage that laid the foundation for his future success. Because although no one could have predicted it at the time, 2024 would mark a life-changing turning point when the 21-year-old released Beautiful Things, an emotional pop-rock track with a catchy melody and heartfelt lyrics about love and the fragile moments of life that resonated deeply with millions, showcasing a voice that could be gentle one moment and explosive the next, driven by a powerful chorus that pulled listeners in, sending the song soaring to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, keeping it in the top 5 for months, topping charts across the UK, Australia, Canada, and more than 20 other countries, becoming a rare global phenomenon not just because of its sound but because of its honesty, as Benson wrote the song himself from personal experiences and shared in a Billboard interview that it came to him one quiet morning while playing guitar and thinking about loved ones, a sincerity that allowed the song to connect with everyone from teens on TikTok to older audiences at live shows. While the official music video filmed in majestic natural landscapes surpassed 500 million YouTube views by early 2025 and TikTok clips using the song's audio exploded into millions of videos, turning it into everything from romantic soundtracks to motivational anthems, leading to major milestones including a Song of the Year nomination at the 2025 Grammys, a Best New Artist win at the 2024 American Music Awards, millions of dollars in streaming revenue, sold-out concerts from intimate Los Angeles venues to massive European stages, and praise from fans calling it a generation-defining song, while critics like Rolling Stone labeled it a timeless anthem, all proving that Benson wasn't just a voice but a songwriter and creative force deeply involved in production, paving the way for his debut album Fireworks and Rollerblades, released later in 2024 to critical acclaim for its range of heartfelt ballads and energetic pop-rock tracks, confirming that he didn't need American Idol's spotlight to shine. A belief further validated back in October 2021 when, just months after leaving the show, 19-year-old Benson caught the attention of Imagine Dragons frontman Dan Reynolds through demo recordings, leading to a life-changing signing with Night Street Records under Warner Records, a dream moment for a small-town artist that transformed him from a social media sensation into a professional musician, followed by the release of his debut single Ghost Town, a tender pop ballad about heartbreak that he wrote from personal experience, featuring soft yet powerful vocals, haunting melodies, and storytelling maturity that impressed critics from Billboard and Variety, charted on the Billboard Hot 100, earned millions of streams, and stood out even more because Benson was personally involved in production and even designed the cover art himself, with an empty road under a gloomy sky reflecting the song's lonely mood, while mentorship from Dan Reynolds taught him how to turn raw ideas into polished music without losing authenticity, helping Ghost Town become the foundation of a rapidly growing career supported by viral TikTok clips and international performances, all of which trace back to Benson's early days in 2020 when, at just 18, he began posting simple TikTok videos of himself singing covers and original songs with just a guitar or piano, quickly amassing hundreds of thousands of views. Then 1.7 million followers by early 2021, catching the attention of American Idol producers and continuing to serve as a powerful platform even after he left the show, as he shared studio moments, acoustic sessions, family time, and spontaneous rollerblading clips that showcased his down-to-earth personality and helped him build a loyal, interactive fan base, turning TikTok into both a promotional tool and a creative space that sustained his fame, which soon translated into groundbreaking live performances including opening for Taylor Swift's Eras Tour at age 21, where he captivated stadium crowds with explosive vocals and daring stage moves, earning praise from fans who described him as fire on stage, followed by a powerful minimalist performance at the 2024 VMAs that silenced the room, a historic Coachella 2025 moment alongside Queen's Brian May performing Bohemian Rhapsody, and an unforgettable 2025 Grammy performance that combined piano balladry, a backflip, and high-energy pop rock, proving he was a complete performer, unafraid to push boundaries, all rooted in his upbringing in Monroe, Washington, a quiet town of fewer than 20,000 people where he didn't begin singing seriously until age 17, taught himself piano, guitar, and drums through YouTube, relied on family support that never wavered even when he left American Idol, and ultimately released Fireworks and Rollerblades, a debut album praised for its emotional depth and storytelling, leading into anticipation for his next album, American Heart, set for June 20th, 2025, expected to explore coming-of-age themes, gratitude, and personal growth, proving that Benson Boone's journey from a small-town boy with a big dream to a global music icon was built not on the safest path but on courage, passion, and the willingness to walk away from expectations to write a story entirely his own, a blazing reminder that sometimes the hardest and most uncertain roads lead to the brightest and most rewarding peaks, leaving one simple question behind for anyone listening to his story. Does Benson Boone's journey ignite something within you?